Welcome back to my allotment. This is the July update. It's the beginning of July and it's a lovely sunny morning, and we'll just pan round and let's have a look at this guy here. Has still not done anything to it. It is ridiculous. The girls next door, they're getting pretty fed up with it. Just watered the garden, so everyone's is looking great, and down to mine. The wagon wheels are still in place. The sunflowers are starting to make a show. They're about, the biggest one I'll say is about 4 foot. I'm 6 foot, so yeah, about 4 foot. The snapdragons are doing really well, beautiful colours. The lupins are coming in, beautiful purple one there. Tomatoes in there, so I'm going to get some tomatoes on, and I planted some swede in here which is doing quite well. And me French dwarf bean, still 5, don't know what happened to the 6th one, he's gone. But Brussels sprouts, well, they're amazing. And he's brought a few calabrese, nearly said broccoli then, in here, which I keep getting told off about calling it broccoli or trees. It's calabrese. So they're in there. I believe under here we got one, so we'll have that tonight. My celery is doing okay. Don't think I planted that deep enough. The butternut squash doing okay. The artichokes, they're blooming. The tree, well, that must be 8 foot now. When I planted it on the 9th of January, when my son was born, that's doing really well. These ones are catching up. So I lost the tags off them, so I can't remember which tree was which. So these dahlias, hey, dahlias, they're coming into flower and they look lovely. And there's my favourite colour, yellow. Butternut squash there, starting to trail, so that's good. And that tree there, I know what that one is because it's an apple tree, because we have 1 apple on it. Coming around, I'm tackling this slowly. It's hard work, especially when it's this dry. This, I planted it, someone gave me. I haven't got a clue what it is. If anyone got any ideas what it is. So, the raspberries are doing good. We've had a few raspberries off there, not many. But for the first year, happy days. I'll live with that. We did have one casualty, my courgette. Decided to give up. We've had 1 blackcurrant off that bush. 1 blackcurrant. The gooseberry bush doing okay. Oh, we're having it out. But the nasturtiums, there you go. I'm learning. Nasturtiums are flying. Absolutely flying. They're overtaking. I don't know, do you trim them or just let them go? I'm happy to let them go. I mean, they're lovely. Sort of orangey, real orangey colour on there. My wife's roses, a lovely yellow one. Me aubergine, I say it's still the same. It's got a couple of flowers on there, so yeah. I planted some tomatoes outside. I don't know if I've done this in the last video, but they seem to sort of look manky and yellow, but they all seem to be flowering and getting tomatoes on there, so okay. Chilies, they're getting little buds on, so they do. Salad, I can't remember what they are. I think these were spinach, but I think they've gone to seed, so I think I have to rip them out and start again. Down here, me parsnips have finally come through. So I replanted them outside and they seem to have taken okay. I planted some carrots over there. Another rose bush that's got some buds on it, so that's going to look good. I planted some more radishes and Here got some spring onions, which are slowly coming through, and there's a rogue radish. Must have dropped a seed. Planted some more cabbage. They've come through, so I planted them in the greenhouse. I planted them at that height, that size. So I don't know if I planted them out too late. Have I sort of stemmed them a bit so they won't grow? So we've got some red ones there. They seem to be doing okay. I've planted them further apart this time. And beetroot, we keep picking ones off. They're doing okay. Got some nice size ones here. That'll do, mate. Yeah, they'll do. Nice size. Don't want them too big. My marigolds coming through in patches. I don't know if that's because I pulled a weed out and pulled the seed out. But they're coming through in patches. Snapdragons there. Blueberry bushes over the back. I mean, peas. This is the last lot of peas. 4 times now. 4th time planted these. So took them out of the pods in the greenhouse and racked them up there. Put them tight together. They seem to have fallen over. I don't know if I'm not watering them enough, but there's a couple of them over the back. I've got pods on. We've had, I don't know, about half a dozen pods, but they've got eaten before they got home, which I do most things. Now this is doing really well. Courgette. Is that black fly? Is that black fly? It's covered in. Come later in the day, it's absolutely covered. But I've been told you can fry these leaves and eat them. They're supposed to be really nice. That's why I want to give it a go. Sweet corn is coming in really, really well. Really pleased with the sweet corn. And I've now found out a little while ago that this one is a male. I don't know if it's the obvious reasons. It's got one sticking out, I don't know. But yeah, they're really coming on. I can't stand over there because my little friend Daniel, who's 9 years old, he came up here and looked after him for the day, and he planted some spring onions right at the front of him. But 9 years old, if he wants to plant stuff, happy days with me. Instead of them knowing that it comes in a plastic tub with a sell-by date. Right, the lettuces are doing okay. One's gone into intensive care, and there's the rest of me parsnips, which are blooming. Carrots doing okay. The forest, we're getting through it. Now I've cut these. When I've taken one, I've cut it, or just nipped it into 4. Apparently it regrows, and it does look like it's doing it. So hopefully we'll have some more calabrese. Sorry, not broccoli, calabrese. We've had a few of the old lettuces, but some of them are mushy inside. I don't understand why. It's only some of them. I've just literally put them on the compost. We've had a couple of cauliflowers. They've been very tasty. The asparagus, now that's doing really well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, no, 6. Oh, they've all come up. I planted 6 and they've all come up. There's one hiding just over the back there. So maybe next year or the year after, we'll be doing all right. In here, planted some more pak chai because that got devoured. And these little tiny cucumber plants. Right, oh, it's got 2. Got cucumbers. That's what we drink. And that one. If you can put that there, that will tell you about the size of it. So it's only tiny, but that'll do. Drying out some onions. Planted some more cabbage and lettuce and that, and none of it seems to be taken off on the right. It seems to be the left. So but it's getting so hot in this greenhouse, it's really ridiculous. There's the last of me cabbage I'm going to put out. Then these carrots, they're Paris Market, so little round carrots. So I don't know, I think that's weeds. Brilliant. But tomatoes, they're absolutely flying. You literally come up here in the morning and they're there, and then come up in the evening to shut everything up, and they've expanded ridiculously. But yeah, got some great tomatoes on there. It's just trying to keep them under control. They're absolutely mad. Around here the leeks are doing really, really well. Remember them tiny little ones? Got the new potatoes coming through. They were the Caras or Romeos, I can't remember. Main crop. So they've gone in, they're flowering well. Now through the potatoes, we've eaten loads. We give loads away to our families, and why not? I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it now. I've got given 20 of these big pots. Now I don't know if anyone else knows, but when you're digging up these spuds, it's hard work, and you never know whether you've got all of them. And there's so many rogue spuds on this plot, it's unbelievable. I mean, no one was on it for 3 years. So they're 3 years old, and I don't know whether disturbed them or what, but they're coming up, popping up everywhere. So I thought, to contain them, I'll put them in these tubs, and these are Romeos in here. That's just sitting on there, just out of the way. That was up the top. So all I'm thinking of doing is, just when they're ready, just tip them out into the barrel, find the spuds, done. Job's a good one, under control. Now me gherkin plants, they're little tiny plants that last video, they've gone absolutely crazy. And step back a bit so you can see it. This tomato plant, there's 4 tomato plants there, and they're the beefsteak ones, and there is loads of tomatoes on there. My little friend Daniel, he planted 3 pots of Daniel's spring onions. Okay, but if young kids going to plant, instead of sitting in front of a TV or bloody computer games, I'll teach them all day long what I know. Now these cucumbers, they don't grow very big, but oh, they're delicious. That's the last of me parsnips. They're coming up. They're doing okay. The lettuces are doing okay. That one sort of stopped a bit. I don't know why. It's getting plenty of sun, plenty of water, plenty of feed. But these gherkins, I'll tell you, it's everywhere. Fighting to keep it under control. They're just like, they send out these little runners, and once they get on, oh, it's amazing. Amazing. They curl round, bang. See, you never fall over this thing. But yeah, I'm waiting for the gherkins so I can attempt to pickle them. The chilies, doing really good. We've got one chili there, which is off I think that's a Golden Bell, I think. Could be wrong. That's the Golden Bell. But yeah, tomatoes are doing all good. So you can see them, the beefsteak ones. The bigger ones seem to be at the bottom. Oh, like here. They're a good size. Just waiting for. They're hard, so apparently that's a good sign. If the harder they are when they're green, really good. But yeah, that's the greenhouse. Stunning it is. Oh, I mean, it's only 8:30 in the morning, and you can see that's 31.3 degrees. That's big. It's gone up to 47 in there. I'm digging a trench, or I'm just throwing me kitchen waste, and then you put some grass on top, and then you put some of the compost on top of there, and just let it break down, and then happy days. Because I had to change these, the old Daleks. They were both sitting there, but what I've done was I lifted them and turned them upside down. I've still got some, because what was happening is this in there dried out, and I couldn't physically get water onto it. It just run off of it like an umbrella. So I'm slowly adding it back in with some greens and all bits and pieces, and hopefully that'll break down. Got some more potatoes growing in here. These are caras, and they're very, very slow to pop through. But there you go. Strawberries, we had loads of strawberries off of here. But there's a guy, I don't know if you can see it through the bushes. The guy over there, right over there, he had 82 pounds of strawberries. 82 pounds of strawberries. Unbelievable. I mean, admittedly, I had some of them, and he made some jam, and he made fantastic jam. So, oh, the birdie feeders were there. That was quite funny the other day, because a big bird decided he was going to follow the little ones and landed on it, and nearly took it out of the ground. That was, I don't know what it was, a big black thing. But sweet corn doing really, really well. That's the baby sweet corn. I've planted some spring onions in front of it, and coming around. So I'll walk this way now. I've cleared it all. The shallots. Now, are they ready? Are they ready to pull up when they fall over like that? Looping, doing really well. They're ones I've pulled up accidentally when I'm weeding. Now, we've eaten this, and someone said it's spinach. It's very strong, but I like it. My loopings over there. Shed's all up and done, roof's on. Now if I step back without falling down this hole, my chicken runs in. It's nearly finished. Nearly finished. That's been hard work. I said that was going to be a project, and that is a project. But no, we're getting there. Doing really well with it. Well, say we. My wife comes up and makes a tea, and I do all the work. Us men, got to work this one out. I tell you, women have got it sussed. I say it's got the junk there, which I'm just picking bits off to put on there. I've been given a petrol lawnmower, which is, we got it working. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it travels on its own, and you can't stop it. You have to just stop the engine, but as soon as you start it, it's off. It's unbelievable. Caught me by surprise the first time. Nearly took out my next door neighbour's rhubarb, but that was quite comical. But there you go. These things happen. But yeah, that's the chicken run. So hopefully, next video, you will see chickens in there. And not stuffed ones, real live ones. And I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Alright, this is Jay signing off. And please plant some comments on here. Tell me what you think. I'd be interested to know how to do the roof, but on a low budget. So it's Jay signing off in July, and there'll be an update maybe the end of July, beginning of August. Thanks a lot. Bye.